Hello there, lovers of Scotland and lovers of freedom. How are you? I just wanted to first say hello to Colin and Chris Meyer, who gave, I believe, £1 million to the SNP through their winnings of the National Lotto. Thank you both very much. I'm sure the SNP will appreciate it. I want to address something on video about the Queen's speech. I was really disturbed about it. You know, here we have a woman who's rich, who's worth about $100 million or more, telling working people that you need to tighten your belt and you need to live with it. And then she calls for restrictions on people's right to strike, redress their government for grievances, and just take what comes. In other words, best of British luck, bite your tongue, be calm, and carry on. Well, you know, that really doesn't sound great to someone who's living on the street. That really doesn't sound great to the mother and fathers who have to care for disabled children. That really doesn't sit well with people who are going to food banks just to get one meal a day. And for a woman who gets well fed, she doesn't look like she's missed a meal in over 100 years. To tell other people that they need to tighten their belts? Oh no, that doesn't sit well with me. That would be like Marie Antoinette telling them to eat cake, which is what she's basically telling you to do. Shut up and eat cake. Well, you don't have any cake to eat if you're going to food banks to survive. What really pisses me off is that this woman has access, she and her dimwit son of hers, Charles, have access to the Prime Minister and the Parliament and can pretty much dictate what they want. What I'd like to see is this. I would love to see a referendum passed where if the Queen wants access to Parliament, it must be by 100% vote of Parliament. That means if so much as one person says no, the Queen and her dimwit son get no access. I'd also like to see legislation furthered that says that the Queen cannot tell the Prime Minister and the Parliament what laws they'd like passed. However, they can give suggestions. However, once again, only with a unanimous consent of Parliament. This is ridiculous. You're talking about a family that has been well fed, well cared for. I haven't heard about one of them who suffered any mishap in war, in health, in business. I don't know any of them that are living on the state. Oh, they're all living on the state. What I mean is they're not on the dole. I don't see any of them going to a food bank to eat. I don't see any of them begging for a farthing while the rest of the country is marching and demonstrating against austerity cuts. What government is it that can tell people when they can or cannot protest? That's wrong. And once again, we don't need to get back to those days of the old French Revolution. It needs to stop. If legislation like that could be passed, and I know some of you might say it's a fantasy, I'd love to see it go through. God bless you all. God love Scotland. Alba Sor, Alba Gubra.